Are you watching Rob?
Yeah,
Rob.
yes, I'm watching his video.
That guy has the funniest league videos of all time.
Bro, dude, straight up, these are the greatest analogies I've ever heard. He just rips them off. I wonder how natural they come to him.
Attention gamers. A few months ago pro coach / commentator LS reacted to one of my videos, and if you didn't see it, his initial reaction wasn't great.
I don't get it. Wait, are you guys actually laughing?
But like everyone else, he eventually broke down and gave into the ratchet ass rap style of commentating.
Okay, that was good. To keep the carry nice and fast. Okay, that one was good. That was good.
And I thought editing only the juicier parts of the reaction would be best for you all, but I was overwhelmed with people asking for a link to the full reaction, so the other day when I saw this...
Not sure if anyone has linked this yet, but Rav made a video about you on League. Welcome you to the community. Funny video.
I knew what had to be done. But I don't know if it was the 2 double Ariana Grande cream macchiato Charlie D'Amelio caramel lattes he deep-throated on stream or what, but he had the focus of a startled flamingo with ADHD, so here's to me watching his entire 15-hour VOD to get all the clips of his reaction to make you happy. So in spirit of YouTube meta, this is Rav releases Ninja reacting to Rav reacting to Ninja reacting to feeding his ass off in a league game. Attention gamers, today we are going to talk about Ninja, the man who became a household name when Roblox added guns to the game, as he proved to have a god-given talent for slaughtering 7-year-olds who are just learning to use a computer for the first time. That said, I actually used to watch his streams all the time before his hair had sex with the entire cast of Teletubbies, and love him or hate him, he's done more for the video game industry than any other human on the planet. He's like the Elon Musk of rage, yelping at his computer and inspiring others to do likewise, giving millions of kids the courage to tell mommy and daddy that playing video games can actually be a viable career as long as you work hard, and trademark your own dance move. But that's enough praise for you, Tyler. Your pork sword gets a little salty after holding it in my pie hole for too long. I'm here to talk about what you've been up to lately. You see, I guess when someone like Ninja lets his wife manage the business side of the brand and she just crushes it to the point where you see his freaking headbands being sold in Walmarts, he reaches a point where he can do and play whatever he wants, and while others may choose one of the dozens of fun popular games, he chose to play this cancerous piss pit that we are all shamefully addicted to, and like everyone else who plays League, you can probably guess how it's going for him.
Dude, I'm just gonna quit. I don't want to quit out of this game.
So after catching him one night dealing with a classic case of the famous Rift tilt that we all experience.
Oh no, 212 and 14.
I couldn't think of any better way to welcome him to this wonderful community and give him a taste of what is to come by having every little mistake he made from an unfortunate game picked apart and criticized in an egotistical douchey way by a player who is hard stuck at a rank way lower than him. And with that, I just want to say, Ninja, welcome to League of Legends. Now at this point he did let my sponsor segment play, but I make you kids sit through enough of those, so I will skip except for the one zinger I snuck in during it. This is so simple, Ninja's target audience could do it, you just sign up. Okay, I can empathize with Papa Smurf here at the beginning of the game because he knows that being present for the hoodlum homicides early is his one job, but his support was apparently given like 16 cocaine enemas in loading screen or something, pulling his ass into loser land as well, and when you are the ADC you end up getting punished for participating in such dog water antics, and I think we can all relate to having to deal with babysitting a support who is just insistent on dying at some point until they have been baited into being one bard's fart from death and irritated that a flash shit or bursty boy out of the twinkle shit is enough to make you a first blood.
We'll watch the rest of that after. That is funny as fuck, dude. This guy's killing it. I can't wait to watch the rest of this.
A few moments later.
Victim. And then back to bot to hopefully hit a freeze and farm combo, but we can't forget that his support has marinated her brain cells in straight sugar all day, so she goes hyphy hoppy, I'm so sloppy past the hooded midget, so Ninja plays connect the dots to draw a bad decision as Brand holds his stun for marriage and then proves why more CC equals more GG as a desperate flash to secure some cash comes up short and you start to hear the 0 and 2 tilt just a bit in his voice.
Can I get like a, hey, I'm going in, or, you know, anything other than just walking up and fucking like just jumping in? I'm like not ready for it. I'm sitting here with a frozen wave, ready to just vibe.
But I can't blame him. If that was my support, I would have already had a full video edited and released publicly shaming her mere existence at this point. And besides, things start to look up when their weaponized praying mantis pays a visit bot to see why Rift Alexa has been blabbering on about Ninja all game, and thankfully a blonde e-boy and a tiki hut fire fetish burn victim are no match for the fact that 3 is greater than 2 and the tides start to turn. Psych. You see, good League players would know that wiping their bot lane presents the perfect opportunity to secure river objectives like Scuttle Crab or even Dragon, but great League players would know that this is solo queue and trusting your teammates to not have a room temperature IQ is a mistake, so he discovers the hard way the consequences of being in the right place in the wrong game, because in League you have junglers who would rather dust their own dick lint off at golems than play correctly.
I'm pinging the fucking crab, which is better for him and drags up, and like we have numbers for a little bit. We know the Kane's in the fucking river and he's close. We're all there as a team, dude. Everyone's hanging out. We're having a good fucking time. What does he decide to do? He's gonna do his little Krugs, man. He's gonna go do Krugs.
And a minute later he's like, hey, did you hear something in that bush? And the elephant riding Iron Tights Tits McGee is like, nah bro, what's the worst that can happen? And turns out having a cosmic wheat farmer half chub primed ready to reaper whack and smack some ninja ass is definitely on the list of things that can happen when you engage more blindly than a kid with cataracts popping the question.
Bro, please ward before doing that.
Oh my god, that really was such a bad game.
That's fucking funny, man. If we're gonna do that. Like here, like here.
I have words.
Then I believe there's a famous quote that goes something like, how do you get where you want to go if you don't know where you currently are? And where Ninja currently was getting intercepted worse than a Matt Stafford pass, subleasing his anus to a
Everything was fine, so you brought up my boy Matt Stafford, my guy.
fed jungler who pops out and says, boo bitch, go back to base. And the circumstances in this game as an ADC up until this point are just like a metaphorical welcome mat to fuck-upsville, which looks oh so inviting, but for every one-shot twinkle shit lurking in the wild, there's a burning butt buddy ready to turn your greedy ass into a burnt pizza. And it may seem like he's at his lowest here, but he's dealt with worse.
Yo, man, that is to this day and probably forever will be the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Despite Ninja doing some humanitarian work down south, making sure everyone in the area is fed and happy, it's worth noting that a silver lining was birthing itself out of the carry me cooter, and the spin to win shitter was either hard smurfing from challenger elo or just someone capable of jamming his forehead against his keyboard. It really is hard to tell with Garen players. But long story short, this grape-stained polar bear who had a bad experience with a Halo 2 needler was getting more beat up than a raw cucumber in an all-female prison, resulting in a top lane push all the way to base by 10 minutes. And thank God for that, because the pile of cotton candy controlling Samira felt it necessary to demonstrate how his W can be used to AoE minions, and that he will be open to accepting stuns and playing hot potato with Brand's ult right after when he gets a notification that says tap E to donate LP, and so he does it with glee. Then cavalry arrives in the form of a 6-year-old girl and her emasculating armored teddy bear, so Ninja says, I call your stuffed animal and raise you a boosted one, as he puts himself in a worse position than a ketchup stain in a Tide commercial. So yeah, he gets cleaned up and then deems bot a lost cause and heads mid. The only problem is that his armored elephant rider, who has a sucralose shoot up her shithole, came mid as well, and call this man Mia Khalifa, because boy does he have a fetish for being outnumbered and getting fucked, resulting in a situation.
Are you watching Rob?
Yeah,
Rob.
yes, I'm watching his video.
That guy has the funniest League videos of all time.
Bro, dude, straight up, these are the greatest fucking analogies I've ever heard. He just rips them off. I wonder how natural they come to him.
You know, he sits down and he writes all the scripts for that. He just comes out with all the ideas himself.
Do you understand the amount of pop culture and like trends that this dude must surround himself with to be able to fucking pop this shit off? And like, oh my god, Jesus, dude, holy shit! I gotta, oh my god, I gotta watch more of these, dude.
6.5 hours later.
But I had something to do. Oh yeah, I want to watch just that video.
situation where Ninja could either run away and lose tower or contest it, waste flash, get CC'd, tied up, cucked and lose tower, so he chose the latter. And regarding his support, we all were thinking this, he just said it.
You are actually hard trolling this game right now, bro.
But not to fear, the twirling titan is here, and he's like, I didn't hang these bed curtains from my broad broken bullshit busted shoulders to not hit my spin button and run at them, taking no damage whatsoever as he shuts down the snowballing smolder tits. So the classic saga of being 2 levels down with 1 completed item at 20 minutes and taxed by a jungler who can't even hit abilities on stationary NPCs continues as he then follows the cosmic dragonfly into the abyss, where he oh so heroically blocks a brand ult to save the dumb bug.
I blocked his ult.
Which was
Ooh.
You want style? You found it.
impressive, but not as impressive as staying alive long enough to give every single person on their team a kill participation paycheck right after. And he may have been like a walking ATM, but this Garen was still pawning straight to the bank as he first spins all over that wimpy wall hacking simp, and then he unites with boosted Betty to show her what it feels like to be a part of a successful homicide. This is then followed by a very highly engaging series of gameplay consisting of this abomination of 200 years repetitively sword dunking and spinning on these helpless little shitters while simultaneously declining to take damage from any dumb bystanders trying to chime in. And this battle extended for many minutes, people coming back from the grave just to get shit pissed on again, teams dying, objective.
Okay.
Being taken, little children being traded as currency, spouses at home having affairs while these soldiers fought tooth and nail to the death. And you probably want to know what Ninja was up to at this time.
Yo, I missed the fucking caddy. Oh, I gotta finish this video after. I have to. I'm sorry, guys. In fact, honestly, I'm gonna rewind, make sure we don't miss any of that, because that looked like that was gonna be some pretty epic shit.
1 eternity later.
I'm watching this video. It's
Oh, dude, yeah,
It's
bro.
not-
It's not the most flattering.
this
was
not
a
my
bad-
favorite.
This was a bad game of both of ours.
But it was on the
Pretty
game that
hilarious. I'm like, oh
and this battle
gosh.
extended
Yeah, I'm
for
watching
many
right now.
minutes,
I'm trying to-
Flaws
back from the
exposed.
grave just
I'm trying to
get
finish it off right now. I got 4 minutes.
Again, teams dying, objectives being taken, little children being traded as currency, spouses at home having affairs while these soldiers fought tooth and nail to the death. And you probably want to know what Ninja was up to at this time.
Dude, chat. How many fucking times have I missed that last fucking minion, dude?
But eventually the dude trying to hard carry he who was on the damn Ellen show for being good at video games goes down, and there's no better time to run into a fight than 5 seconds after it ended. So feeding Francine here runs in, then requests a quick tap on the ass from the twinkle shit to put him in the mood to do something he will probably regret later. So back to top, and eventually this staggeringly intimidating split pushing force had to be stopped by none other than their team's designated moron. The guy who is 8 Ys in his name to symbolize how many times his mom asks herself why she didn't just use a condom. And the fight is going well until the reality of being pushed 3 rifts up without any vision or any other pressure on the map sets in, so a quick flash away from safety takes place to help round up the troops so they can collect their KP as an appetizer to the LP he is trying to give them later. Give him a break. Split pushing as an inting underleveled ADC is something that isn't taught. Live and learn is the saying after all.
Oh yeah, he plays
Except he
AP.
was having a hard time remembering the second part of that saying, well, and the first for that matter as well. And him dying gave his support that little bit of confidence she needed to go pick a team fight mid, failing to understand the rudimentary concept that 5 is greater than 4. So despite the spin to win shitter playing his own modded version of League of Legends where he gave himself infinite defenses and damage, the rest of the team unsurprisingly died, leaving him no choice but to flee. But you know who wasn't fleeing? Damn right, it was Ninja, the face of professional video gaming. Absolutely not. And he was like Riff Nemo in his famous quest to touch the butt. The butt being that top tower, and the plot taking a slightly darker twist because it consisted of Nemo dying 14 fucking times. That said, their mid laner was working on a new routine with her blazing bear called the Wombo Combo, and long story short, it led to Manny Mosquito getting his resets, Garen dunking as for the duets, and a grand finale pissy plant alley-oop to finish off the sweats. And I believe the unsung hero of that entire series of events can be explained by
Oh my god.
this.
Guys, you know what that's called? It's called the butterfly effect, okay? Me doing what I've been doing this entire game, going top, and going top right there. It started a chain of events. That Galio teleported mid because why? Because 2 people had to teleport and come back top to stop me. Which means he had to teleport back to mid to try to get drag presence, right? And to stop Garen. Well, guess what that did? That started that chain of events for everyone doing that dumb shit that eventually inevitably led them to that spot in River where Annie got her 4-man ult. You're fucking welcome, dude.
And I'm over here bag of potato chips in hand editing this video while tabbed out from a game that I tried the same damn butterfly effect and it just resulted in my entire team flaming me, so I guess we all just need to focus more on the behaviors being displayed to understand how a pro pawn gamer executes said butterfly effect. And if you are taking notes, it looks like roaming around during team fights aimlessly trying to locate your brain cells is a promising start and then flashing into danger because you can't hit a proper feed without some greed. Am I right, Tyler? And I think the strategy boils down to being worth so little gold that no one even focuses you in teamfights despite you being the ADC until you just passively die from getting stuck in random abilities. Meanwhile their top laner is like the butterfly effect, has nothing on the Garen effect, you just build whatever you want and mash your keyboard like a drum set to collect LP. It's proven to work even in the presence of a bot Grand Canyon where the other team practically has an IV injecting them with gold all game, and by some divine intervention, call it the butterfly effect or what, he took home the win. Thanks for being a good sport, Ninja. If you watched this and made it this far, and to the rest of you, please politely piss on that subscribe button. Rav out.
Don't fuck with Rabby boy, I'm in your crib with the blappy boy, talk to me slick and I'm popping your pappy. If happy talk back then I'm taking your Grammy and
Okay. I was tapped out. Was the reason we weren't loading in. Holy shit, bro.
I still have a minute left. I haven't seen the end.
Watching that video back, I'm actually the worst player on the planet.
No, you're not.
Bro, that video was bad.
I see you hunting for scraps and you're looking at me like I'm finna be next. I tell you my trigger's a feather, so walk up, I'll gently put one in your chest.